Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Alright, so well. It's finally here. I went over the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward, even the best big man build in the game. Today, I'm going to be going over the best power forward build in the game. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in the video with yet another video. And today, I got y'all with the best power forward build in the game, the scoring machine. Now, this is probably like no other build that you've ever seen in a video on YouTube. Now, I will not lie, I have multiple versions of this build where it's gonna have certain differences that people are gonna want, whether you want this version or the next version. I know it's gonna be a build in this video for anybody. Power forward is literally the most overpowered position in this game, hands down. To a lot of people, this is the position that's literally ruined the game. So obviously, I got y'all 5 Demigod builds. So yeah, man, if you haven't already, leave a like, smash that sub button. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it.
I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull up.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Let's go! Alright, so first things first, when it comes to the build, obviously it's always going to be position. This is the best power forward build in the game. Next is going to be the body settings. This is where you're going to get the height, weight, wingspan, and body type. Now for the height, we're going to go 6'7". You can. Some of the best power forward builds are at 6'8". But for the power forward build I'm going to be making, I'm going with 6'7". That's going to help you be the fastest possible at power forward. So that's easy for me. Then when it comes to the weight, I go to 11 on my weight every single time. That's just gonna get you that extra, little bit extra strength without losing anything or gaining anything anywhere else. Then when it comes to wingspan, my favorite wingspan in the game right now is 7'2" wingspan because it's gonna give you all the bonuses of like the finishing, the defensive rebounding, and physicals, while also be able to have that 93 pointer at 99. So yeah, in my opinion, that's the best wingspan in the game for this height. Then when it comes to the body type, that's the only thing that's not going to be drastically changing anything or changing anything at all. So yeah, you can go with any body type. That's up to you. You know me by now though. I go with the built body type every single time. Now, like I said, I do have multiple different versions of this exact build. But yeah, first build, main build that I'm going to be showing you guys is pretty much the build at 6'7" to 11 with 7'2". Now, this is going to actually have max physicals on every single one of these versions of these builds. They're all going to have max physicals, so you don't have to worry about that. But one thing I'm going to say, some's going to have steal, some's going to have interior defense, some's going to have neither interior defense or steal for the people that do not care about either one of those. So if you want steal, there's a build for that. If you want interior defense, there's a build for that. If you don't care about either, there's a build for that. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into this one. So for this build, this is the build that actually has a 65 steal with a low interior defense. But when it comes to that, like I said, it does have max physicals. It has 14 finishing, 18 shooting, 17 playmaking with 25 defensive rebound badges. For the 14 finishing, how did we get that? Max driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, all the way max. Then we have a post control of 35. For the shooting, we have a max 3-pointer mid-range. Then free throw up to a 57 for the 18 shooting badges. For the 17 playmaking, we have a max ball handle, speed ball, and then pass accuracy up to a 61 for the 17 playmaking. Then for the 25 defensive rebounding, we have a max perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound with an interior defense of a 36 with a steal of a 65 to get that 25th badge upgrade. And then, like I said, the physicals, they're all max. Speed, acceleration, strength, vertical, and stamina. Now, we know now how the stamina is. So if you're a person that don't really care about having that stamina, I just don't like taking risks like that, even if there's studies saying. So if you trust the studies and all that, go ahead, by all means, take your stamina down. You're going to actually be able to get more badges in places like shooting, playmaking, or even finishing, or even defense. So yeah, that's up to you. Alright, so on the next build, this is pretty much the same type of build, but it's a longer wingspan. So on this build, we're actually gonna have another build that's kind of like a steal, but you're gonna actually get more badges. So we're gonna get 15 finishing, 17 shooting, 17 playmaking with 27 defensive, while again having max physicals. So for the finishing, pretty much the same, except you're gonna have a post control to a 32 instead of a 35. 17 shooting, you're pretty much gonna take a hit on your shooting. Instead of having 18, you have 17 now, and you're gonna have a 62 free throw, but your max three-pointer is not as high. Then when it comes to the playmaking, you're gonna have 17 playmaking again, and your pass accuracy is up to a 64. The ball handling speed ball is still again max. Then for the defensive rebounding, we're gonna have 27 defensive rebounding instead of 25, and that's gonna be because we have a max perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, defense rebound, steal, all max. Then we have a steal of a 65 again. Then our interior defense is up to a 27. That's gonna get us 27 defensive rebound badges. So yeah, if you guys want a build like the last one, but with more badges, make this one. Alright, next. Now this is the build that, in my opinion, was the best way I could find for people that wanted a max interior defense. Now, again, we're gonna have max physicals. You need to get that into your head. We got max physicals on all these builds. Then when it comes to the badges, we have 13 finishing, 13 shooting, 15 playmaking, and 24 defensive. So the biggest difference on this build from the other builds, for the 24 defensive, we have a max interior defense, no steal. Then we don't even have a max offensive rebound. We have a max perimeter defense, interior defense, block, defensive rebound, and then an offensive rebound of a 70. That's going to get us 24 defensive rebound badges. That's by no means a L. Now, steal, in my opinion, is the best way to get stops, but you don't necessarily have to have a steal to get steals. So, yeah. Then when it comes to the 15 playmaking, I always tell y'all want between 15 to 18. So 15 playmaking will still get the job done on this build. You will have a max ball handle and speed ball again. Then pass accuracy up to a 57. For the shooting, 13 shooting badges is really good, especially for people that want to spot up. You can still have some decent badges for like ISO, but you're not going to be able to have as many badges as you want. But you got to take a hit somewhere. And the three-pointer and mid-range are both max again, but your free throw this time is now all the way down to a 37. Then when it comes to the finishing, we're just pretty much maxed out driving layup, driving dunk, and standing dunk to get the 13 finishing badges. So yeah, man, that's pretty much this build. This is like what I said, this is going to be the build with interior defense. All right, next we now have two more builds, and these are going to be very, very similar builds like the first two I showed you guys. This is going to be the build that doesn't really have, it's not really maining on interior defense or steal. It just put up a little bit of interior defense to be able to get that defensive badge. So yeah, again, we have max physicals, 13 finishing, 18 shooting, 18 playmaking, and 24 defensive rebound badges. So for the 13 finishing, again, we're going to be maxing out driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, post control up to a 27. Shooting, mid-range, three-pointer both being maxed. Then the free throw up to a 57. Playmaking, ball handle, steal ball both being maxed. Then the pass accuracy up to a 64. Then for the defensive rebounding, like I said, we're pretty much not even really worrying about interior defense or steal. We have max perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound, while putting our interior defense up to a 47 to get that 24th defensive rebound badge upgrade. So yeah, this is the build for people that really like making the meta builds on this game, because a lot of the meta builds on this game, they don't have any interior defense, they don't have any steal, they just pretty much try to go for as many badges as possible. So yeah, and last but not least, trust me, this is definitely not least. This is actually a build that I could see a lot of people making. Now, this is again a build that has max physicals, but this is going to be the build that gets the most badges out of all these builds on this list. Now, when it comes to the max physicals, you're gonna have speed, acceleration, strength, vertical, all of it max. Then when it comes to the finishing, 15, 20 shooting, 17 playmaking, and 25 defensive rebounding. Like I said, this is a build that doesn't have interior defense or steal. And then when it comes to the finishing, pretty similar to the last build, driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, all maxed. Then we put the post control up to be able to get that 15. finishing badge. While also, we actually put up a little bit on close shot too. So yeah, can't negate that. But then for the 20 shooting, we're gonna have mid-range, three-pointer both being maxed, and our free throws actually up to a 74. So if you're a person that's really wanting a free throw, this build is actually good because it has more free throw. Then when it comes to the 17 playmaking, we have a ball handle, steal ball, both being maxed, 62 pass accuracy to get that 17 playmaking badge upgrade. Then like I said, for the defensive rebound, we didn't really try to worry about interior defensive steal while maxing out our perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound. But for the last little bit, we did go interior defense for 30 so that we can be able to get 25 defensive rebound badge upgrades. So yeah, man, that's going to be pretty much the best attributes and badge layers I can give you guys. I gave you guys a build with steal. I gave you guys a build with interior defense. I gave you guys a build without either one of those. It got way more badges. So yeah, it just depends on what you want you would rather at that point. Alright, next is going to be the takeovers. Now, when it comes to the takeovers for these builds, pretty consistently, you're going to pretty much almost every single time get slasher, sharp, lockdown, and glass. Now, sometimes you probably can try to work your way to get shot creator, but when you go like 7'2" wingspan and up on these 6'7" builds, it's gonna be very rare. It's gonna be very rare. So yeah, the takeovers that we end up going with is obviously spot up precision and finishing moves. Those are the two best takeovers in the game, in my opinion. I've been saying that for a long time, even before they patched these fades and all this stuff that they've been doing lately. So yeah, that's going to be the takeovers we go with, and the build comes out as a scoring machine similar to shades of Julius Randle, Chris Webber, and DeMar DeRozan. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best power forward build in the game. All we got left to go over is the badge setups for this build. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. Alright, so first things first, when it comes to the badge setups, every single time we gotta start it off with the finishing. We always gotta start it off with the finishing. So first things first, when it comes to the finishing, we have 14 badge upgrades. So you already know what we're gonna go with for 12 of these. Hall of Fame Posterizer, Hall of Fame Heat Seeker, Hall of Fame Slowly Finisher. Hall of Fame Heat Seeker, that's gonna be really good to help you get takeover as fast as possible. Slowly Finisher is gonna help you get the best animation every single time for every single situation in an animation-based game, and it's also gonna be upping your dunk frequency. While Posterizer is very, very important to get contact dunks. Why is it important to get contact dunks? When it comes to contact dunks, when you put the contact dunk packages on, that's 20% chance of a contact dunk. When you go up a tier on Posterizer, each time is 15%. So at bronze, that's 35% chance of a contact dunk. At silver, that's 50% chance. At gold, that's 65% chance. And at Hall of Fame, that's 80% chance. So yeah, that's not even going over when you have a high driving dunk. That's not even going over when you have a takeover. That's just talking about if you have the contact dunk packages unlocked and equipped, and when you have the Posterizer badge to Hall of Fame gold, silver, and bronze. So yeah, that is pretty important. Then when it comes to a badge like Giant Slayer, we only got to put that to bronze, but it's still going to be doing a lot. It's going to be reducing the height advantage. That's not the main reason why we put it on, but it does do that. It's going to be reducing any shot contest. It's not going to do it as big of a difference if they're not a big height advantage, but it does still make a difference. But the main reason why we put this on is to cancel out the Rim Protector badge as much as possible. So if you don't know what the Rim Protector badge does, it does a lot, but one of the things that it does is it's going to be improving the blocking ability of a player. Giant Slayer is going to make it even harder for your player to get blocked. So yeah, that's kind of important to me. Then when it comes to a badge like Lob City Finisher, that's going to be the best, or not the best. It might be one of the best. It might be the best bronze badge, but it definitely is one of the best bronze badges in the game. It's going to make it that much easier to catch and finish lobs in the game. Alright, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. So for the best shooting badge setup for this build, we're going to have 18 badge upgrades to work with. So they did just patch binders, but they also patched phase a little bit. So I'm going with a different little layout. I've been testing this stuff out. I'm not 100% sure if this works completely, but for the people that do want to use blinders still, I do. I've been using blinders at bronze, been using Deadeye at bronze. If you want to go higher than bronze on either one of those badges, I would do Deadeye right now. They nerf blinders a lot, so I don't think blinders is nearly as OP as it used to be, but it is still a decent badge. It's just stupid nerf. It's just stupid nerf. So it's kind of inconsistent with the side contest. So for the people that want to use blinders, I personally wouldn't go above bronze right now until we know a little bit more. But Deadeye, I would. If you want to go higher than that, I can see people doing that. But one of the best bronze badges in the game is catch and shoot. When you don't have catch and shoot on, it's gonna be, you can still catch and shoot. When you put it to bronze, it's just gonna be that much easier that much insanely easier to get greens. Then when you have a badge like deep threes, that's gonna make it that much easier to shoot deep threes. In my opinion, in my experience, I shoot deep threes better than I shoot on the line, which is crazy. Then when it comes to a badge like hot shot, that's gonna make it that much easier to get takeover. They also nerfed how easy it is to get takeover and stuff like that, but hot shot is still a very important badge to have on because it's still gonna make you that much easier to get takeover. Then you have a badge like green machine and hot zone hunter. Hot zones it's gonna make your make percentage a lot higher, making your green window that much bigger. Then when you have hot zone hunter on top of hot zones, it's gonna make your make percentage even higher, making your green window even bigger. And then we have green machine to go along with all these other badges. When you're getting consecutive green releases, it's gonna make that next green and then the next green and the next green that much easier to get because your make percentage is gonna go up with each green, making your green window even bigger with each green. And as soon as you don't get a green, it's gonna make it that much easier to make that shot, but then you're gonna have to restart the entire cycle pretty much. So yeah, that's the best shooting badge setup for this build. Alright, next is the best playmaking badge setup for this build. We have 17 badge upgrades to work with. So for the 17 badge upgrades, we are going to be putting on Hall of Fame quick first step. That's going to be allowing us to be as fast with our speed with ball rating or speed boosting as fast as possible, and that's going to help you get open for dunks, layups, mid-range, whatever you're trying to do. It's very important. So then we have a badge like Unpluckable. That's going to help you not get ripped as much as possible. It's a very, very important badge in my opinion. It's probably the second most needed badge you need in this game. But with how easy it is to rip people, you definitely need Unpluckable. I'm not saying you're not going to get ripped with Unpluckable because it doesn't work nearly as well as it does on current gen, and it doesn't work nearly as well as Handles for Days, but you just need it more because how overpowered the steal rating is and pickpocket is in this game. Then you have Handles for Days to cancel out the stamina issue. It works really well, so if you can put it max, do that. Then when it comes to a badge like Bullet Passer, this is another badge that you definitely need to make your passes so much faster because a lot of people don't have max pass accuracy, and yeah, it's gonna slow your passing down when you have a way lower pass. If you can put on Bullet Passer to Gold or Hall of Fame, do that. It's very important to do. Then we have Ankle Breaker for the last 2 badge grades. That's gonna pretty much take people's ankles anytime they go the wrong way. And yeah, very overpowered badge again. Probably the second most overpowered badge. It's just not as needed because it's kind of like arcadey. So yeah, that's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. Alright, and last but not least is going to be the best defensive rebound badge setup for this build. We have 25 badge upgrades to work with. And this is actually going to be the perfect amount because we have no leftovers to just put anywhere. This is actually going to be allow us to max every badge that we actually want to max on this build. So first things first is clamps. It's probably the most important badge in this game because ISO is literally all people do. You're not really ever going to go against screens too often. Unless you're playing 5v5, you might go against it there, but even there, it's gonna be a lot of five wide, or what did I just say? 5 wide, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, 5 out. So then, clamps is gonna be the best on-ball badge, on-ball defensive badge in the game. Whether you're playing ISO screens, full court, half court, it's gonna allow you to get in people's body, make them pick up their dribble a lot more than usual. So yeah, that's the best on-ball defense badge in the game. Then when it comes to badges like Rebound Chaser, that's gonna allow you to get a lot more rebounds, snag animations, all that type of stuff. Then when it comes to Intimidator, that's gonna help you get the best shot contest possible, whether you're on the interior or on the perimeter. Then when it comes to a badge like Rim Protector and Chase Down Artist is going to be unlocking the Chase Down blocking animations at Bronze. And then when you go up in the tiers from Silver all the way to Hall of Fame, it's going to make you that much faster and jump that much higher on these Chase Down block animations. Then when it comes to a badge like Rim Protector, that's going to be improving your blocking ability while also enhancing badges like Chase Down Artist and Intimidator, while also enhancing your teammates' takeovers whenever you get a block, while also unlocking blocking animations like the Snatch block, while also enhancing your teammates' takeover when you're at the park whenever you do a hard foul. So yeah, man, it does a lot. I might even forgot some stuff, but yeah. Then when it comes to badges like Interceptor, that's gonna have you in them passing lanes as much as possible. Very important, especially if you want to stop lobs, but it's also a very important thing to have or to be able to do. Then when it comes to Pickpocket is gonna have you in them. It's gonna pretty much make you play the best steal defense in the game. That's pretty much like the best way to get stops in the game. If you can poke the ball loose, bump steals, all that type of stuff, that's going to be pretty much the best way to get stops in the game. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best defensive rebound setup in this game. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best power forward build in the game. I showed you guys every single type of way that you could possibly make this build. There's no possible way that anybody clicked on this video and did not find them a build that they really like. So yeah, man, for that alone, if you want more videos, more build videos like this where I go into deep detail, making sure that you get the best of everything that you really want to have. All you gotta do is show the support on these videos, leave a like, subscribe, and I got y'all. It's that simple. It's just that simple. I got bangers on bangers coming very soon. If you didn't watch my video at the end of the video, last video, I teased that I was probably gonna stop doing daily uploads very soon. I can't do this forever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna start doing a lot more streams for sure on a lot of different games. 2K it's just not the wave this year. So I gotta switch it up for y'all boys real quick. I'm gonna start doing a lot more uploads on the backup channel, but less on that, man. If you haven't already, leave a like. We're really trying to make this video crazy, man. I really put a lot of effort into this one. If you guys want more videos like this, just leave a like. It's that simple. Subscribe if you're new, because when we hit that 75K, we're gonna have a banger week, and it's gonna be nothing but bangers. Nothing but, man. I'm trying to tell y'all need to go ahead and drop that sub if you haven't already. But we're really on that road to 100K, so I really would appreciate it if everybody that's new to the channel right now did hit that sub button. But yeah, man, turn on post notifications to be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody that needs some help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I just want me a dance right out with the gang and smoking on endo. Roll it around through my hands, better tuck your chain, they pulling them kick doors. Just from the block going crazy. Fuck around and just rob your lady. Got them rockets, you call up a crazy.